Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So much has happened. Okay, so
much has happened. You've also started every episode with that lately. You got a lot going on this last month.
This last month has been a lot.
A lot to experience.
So Sally and I ordered food today. Mm-hmm. And I won't say where the restaurant is in case this isn't the restaurant's fault because we're still investigating. DoorDash itself is investigating, and then I'm holding my own investigation where I'm calling the restaurant at different times to make sure.
I'm holding my own investigation.
This is how people like really lose their minds. Like when anytime you, no matter how vindicated you might be or how justified you feel, if you start your own investigation into anything, you've probably already lost your mind.
Yeah, no. Even if you end up being proved right, you do still have the shame of having to take all the yarn off the wall. Mm-hmm. You know, you have to take down all the safety pins.
Yep.
Still, you being like, "Whew, I got into this deep, huh?" Ooh.
You have to take down the clippings from where you were wrong. Like,
yeah,
you know, those clippings that just had nothing to do with anything. And
yeah.
You were just like, well, in Italy, the tomatoes are going bad. And it's like, okay, well, now.
That's true. Every conspiracy theorist who does that, and if they are proved right, they have to go like, yeah, this whole branch over here, though, I was a bit off. I was a bit off on this over here.
I did make a mistake.
I am embarrassed about these strings over here. I'm a bit embarrassed about, but Robert Redford had nothing to do with it. I really went at him. I was going to take down Sundance and all of it. He had nothing to do with this at all, and it's all over here. Okay.
Turns out Orson Welles has not been alive for quite some time.
That's something, and honestly, you do just a tertiary search, you will find that. It's one of the first thing that comes up is his date of death, and I really, man, couldn't see the forest through the trees, but
yeah, because he looks so much like the guy from Stranger Things with the beard. I just thought they were the same person.
Yeah.
So then I just kept digging.
But either way, I was right, and the moon is filled with pudding. So despite that stuff, I was right. We are missing the big picture. I was right.
And so I've been holding my own investigation. Anyway, what happened was we ordered some food. And you know how it's all the same company, even though they use different names? I'm pretty sure like DoorDash, Caviar, all those places are like the same thing now.
Yeah, they're like owned by the exact same. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all bought each other.
They all bought each other.
They're all owned by each other.
They also somehow still exist.
Yeah.
But they are all under one umbrella.
They're all under one umbrella. I think they're all not profitable, but also are. I don't
it's like they're not profitable, but they pay slave wages, which just means these people are really bad at business.
Yeah, it just means there's just a hole filled with money somewhere because they don't know what to do with it. So they just
I don't feel like I'm saving money.
They just dump it into a deep, wet hole. They don't.
And
we can't get the money out. It's all wet now.
Like instead of Grubhub or Seamless and then Caviar, just make Caviar the standard and just call the other ones Caviar Poor.
Yeah,
because it's kind of what's happening. There are certain restaurants that are like only on Caviar, and you're like, why? And then you see that they're super expensive, so you're like, okay, maybe that's why. But still, you can't be that. Like, you can't act too. You're using the same plastic container, so don't get uppity. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
you're still spooning spaghetti into the same black and clear plastic container as the place that charges $3, Well,
and for these, how they work too is like, it's not like there's a Caviar representative who works at the restaurant who manages these orders. It's just a different tablet the place gives you. Mm-hmm. Whichever one you work for, you just have a different type of tablet that the orders go through, and then a driver comes to pick it up who probably works for all of them, because you can be a Grubhub, Uber Eats, whatever driver all at the same time. Mm-hmm. So there's no reason for all these to exist.
There's also no reason to not pay these people well, because if you've gotten to the point where they're working for 4 of them at the same time in a day, Why don't you? And you're also all the same company. Why don't you just go ahead and make them an employee and pay them a fair wage? It's insane. And so,
because in that one too, the illusion of choice doesn't do anything for me. I'd rather just the restaurants be on one thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. So
but your investigation, sorry.
I said all this to say that we ordered some food. I won't say the restaurant.
Pull your mic a little closer to your mouth.
Oh, okay. We ordered some food. I will not say the restaurant, just in case. It's not their fault. But when our food came...
And if they're listening, and they'll come for you.
This would be how we get death threats.
This would be... We accidentally start a feud with a very violent restaurant.
Yeah. I'd hate for something to happen to you. I'd hate for you to slip in some mac and cheese and never walk. So what ends up happening is that we order and then the food gets there and there's no buzz, right? There's no buzz or anything. The app is how we realize it's there.
They're just in the house.
Yeah, right. That would have honestly been better because then someone would have been able to explain what happened. So
and also talk about service.
Yeah. You picked the lock? You just knew
Don't
how to
worry
pick the
about
lock?
it. Here it is.
And so
it's already on plates for you.
Then they drop it off. They're nowhere to be found. So then Sally goes down and she comes back up to the apartment and she's like, you'll never believe it. And I'm like, what? Because in my head, I'm like, did we get something extra? Did we not get all our food? You know what happened? And she just lifts it up. She's like, they gave it to us in a garbage bag.
Here you go. Eat your fucking slop, you monsters. Here you go. Oh, you want this?
I'm
you want
sending
this
you the
little
picture
piggy?
right
I brought
now.
it right to your door. Here it is.
I'm sending you the picture.
Oh no.
This is untouched. I'm sending you the picture right now.
Yeah, that's just a flaw. You can see the red band around it. I think those are the trash bags we have.
Yeah,
me and Jess.
they
I
are.
think those
They're
are
hefty bags.
That is a hefty.
What a way! What a way to insult somebody. Just like, here's your hefty bag full of food.
Yeah, here you go. Here's your trash.
Imagine someone just delivering it in a trough. That would have actually been less insane.
Just an open bucket and everything's mixed up in it.
And
here's your pail of slop.
And so she's holding up the bag, and then I'm like, no, like I'm already smiling. I'm like, there's no way. Like this is a joke, right? And then she and then she opens it and she was like, oh my God, it's wet. And I was like, well, is it raining outside? And she's like, no.
Was it wet on the outside of the bag?
No, it's wet on the inside of the bag.
Well, that could be steam though. That could be the steam.
It was not steam because the bag was full of mud.
It was full of mud?
So underneath, in the picture that I sent you, underneath the containers is just like muddy water. So unless they grab their fresh trash bag with their cleanest dirt in it, and then the food started to sweat.
With their cleanest dirt in it.
Unless that's what happened. I was just delivered the actual trash. They sent the trash to my house.
It seems like they wrote it over, but it was like just hanging from the back of their bike. Like they just tied it onto the back.
They wanted to do the like little motorcycle effect, so they just had one of the lips of the plastic in the spoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't know. We don't know. There's so many scenarios where this could have happened.
Yeah. No, this does need to be a full investigation. Let's get into it.
Because either the restaurant is the culprit, and they were like, we're done. Okay. We're done with you. We're done with your hunger,
Right.
and we're done with your food. So everyone today is going to know how we feel. All right. And then this poor, seamless driver shows up and they're like, take this bag. And he's like, not to deliver, right? You want me to throw this around the back, right? And they're like, no, that's the food. We want you to give it to them in person. And then
These are bad people.
When they open the door, I want you to spit in their face, okay? And then he's such a good person that's why he couldn't do it. He couldn't spit in our faces. He doesn't know us. So that's why
and he couldn't even
just
buzz.
left it.
He just left it.
He just left it and was like, I don't want to be a part of this, but I need my job, right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's scenario 1.
Okay.
Scenario 2, they gave the driver their regular bag with the food in it, and he was like, no, this is my last day. All right. And since there's no HR to call to yell at, I don't have enough coworkers to quit in front of, I'm just going to do it as a terrorist all day. I'm just going to.
Well, see, or alternate to that same scenario, but not so much out of spite. They were like, we have the food ready, but we just realized we're out of bags. Do you have one? And he goes, yes. Let me go look in my trunk.
Yes. Let me go back home.
Oh, here it is.
And grab my trash bag that I've already started using.
Here, I've had this in the trunk of my car. I had some wet shoes in it. Will that be okay?
And they were like, sure, it's leaving. We don't care.
It's your problem now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Now, scenario 3 is much like your alternate scenario where the restaurant did not give him any bag. And so then he wanted to give us a bag because he was like, even though I'm delivering it to the location where they will no longer need a bag, maybe they'll need a bag. Maybe they're ordering this just to bring it over to a friend. So then they'll need something to carry it with. And they probably don't have bags in their home because who does that, So let me bring them a bag, even if it is a bit dirty. Scenario 4.
Okay.
The devil himself came up from hell.
From hell. Satan himself.
And actually pushed the delivery driver out of the way and was like, I got this. Okay. Okay. Let me take care of the situation. All right. Let me make sure that they go to bed tonight a little hungrier than they could have been, because it's not like I'm starving now. I had alternatives,
Yeah. Okay. I'm grabbing a notepad here, okay, so we can solve some mysteries, okay? We do have one mystery solved. There's one mystery solved in all of this as to why your doorbell was not rang. Whatever the scenario leading up to it, for sure, the answer to that is because that driver was filled with shame. Whatever happened to lead up to that moment, for sure. The reason why no one rang you, why no one called you, was because he went, I can't look them in the eye. Whether that is out of malice or pure embarrassment, that is still up for debate. But for sure, that is why the bag was left. So we have that mystery solved. Why no buzz? Why no buzz? Because shame.
Yeah.
So we have that. We have no buzz solved.
Scenario 5.
Oh, God, I didn't realize you had more scenarios. I didn't realize there'd be another scenario post Satan himself getting involved.
Yeah, scenario 5, potentially the most likely. The bag ripped and he just put it in something nearby, and then it happened to be a trash bag. Because it would also explain all the dirt.
Sure,
I think that
plausible.
there's a chance that, because we know from this place that their bags are the paper bags with the loose spun sort of straw handles. So that's just 2 staples holding the handles to the bag. And there's only a little bit of glue at the bottom of the paper bag holding it together. So what we also think is likely is that the trash bag was actually clean. This dude was walking with our food. It fell out of the bag into the dirt. He then grabs a fresh trash bag and then puts the food back in, so at least there's a back.
Yeah.
Because if he delivers it with just dirt on it and his hands, we're gonna be like, why? How did this happen?
What'd you do?
Yeah.
What did you do
What
right
did
now?
you do? But now he's off scot-free because he had a clean trash bag with him.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's the real question of this case.
Actually,
is at what point the mud comes into play.
Yeah.
That really determines who is at fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm looking right now at my phone, and I'm looking at the app for where we ordered, and I'm gonna triple check which one. I'm gonna triple check which, because there's multiple locations as well. That's also why I don't know if this is the restaurant's fault or if it's the driver or fate. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, this may be completely unusable, so don't get too excited, but I'm gonna call them right now.
Okay.
You may have to bleep out the name of the restaurant.
Sure.
May I help you?
Hi, I ordered some food today using caviar, and it came in a trash bag. Would that be the driver, or are y'all using the trash bags to deliver?
Oh, that's the driver.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Enjoy your day, though.
Have a great night.
You too.
Hi. I think it's solved.
Well, no, here I will say he blamed it on the driver awful quick. That be the driver. And then he sounded real confused and shameful towards the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he talked to the culprit. I think it was him.
Yeah, it could have been. Maybe this case is still open.
I think the case is still open. I don't know.
This isn't even what I wanted to talk to you about today. It just happened. Just like
Oh, really? Like right before?
Dude, yeah. Like I didn't even there was a thing that I don't think I've ever told you about, because I told Sally for the first time.
Okay.
Okay,
so we're shifting to that. So let's just say still open investigation.
Yeah, still open investigation. Look, I'm gonna keep calling.
We're gonna keep calling,
telling them that this happened to me.
Email us what you think happened.
Yeah.
Who do you think is to blame here?
Yeah.
Because also, was this a trash bag already sitting in something at the restaurant, and they're like, oh no, we're out of bags, grab that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or maybe they just saw our order. Scenario 6. They saw our order. It perfectly matched some food they had already thrown away. And so they were like, why not? Why waste food? There's people starving in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Why waste food?
No, that's the only stuff that's been in that bag. I mean, the bag was outside, but don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Why is it wet? Don't. Now you're being.
Don't
one
worry
of them.
about it. You know, food. You cook. There's sauce and stuff. They'll be fine. They'll get it.
Yeah, that's my new favorite thing. I had a friend. It didn't make any sense, and it had no context to the situation. But someone had said something, and she was like, "Don't do that. You sound like one of them." And it's like there was no thing to attach it to.
Who's them?
Yeah, exactly.
There's
though.
It was you can't say you sound like one of them and there's no them.
Yeah, it was the perfect thing, because there was no race thing to attach it to. There was no it was just such an insane response. Ooh, don't do that. You sound like one of them. It's like
that's like the purest form of othering someone.
Yes.
Of like I'm not even giving you a group. You just belong to them. It's like, what? That's wild. Yes.
It is incredible. I was such a fan. I was so excited when it happened, because I was like, there's nothing, no one, like, you know how sometimes people can be like, what do you mean, you people, sort of thing?
Yeah.
It wasn't that at all. It was literally like the confusion at the table.
Yeah.
And it was immediately hilarious. I went to dinner. I'm going to tell you the story in a second, but this is also very funny. I went to dinner last night, and I was crying. So I was out with friends, and one of my friends, his phone had died, but the bill came, and he was like, "What's the right?" Because I'm in cash. I do have my card, but I can just Venmo you. I could just Venmo you when my phone comes back on. And then our other friend was like, ooh, that doesn't sound good. You sound real poor right now. And he's like, I'm talking about the battery, not the plan. Okay. And she's like, still though, you shouldn't say it like that. Ooh. I got pains when you said it to me like that. And he's like, well, do you want to put all my cards? She's like, no, it doesn't sound like it'll go through all your card. All right. No, you got to get your life in order. He's like, my phone just died. And she was like, so then maybe clear your phone is poor. Okay, your phone is too poor for life.
Yeah.
And so it died. Your phone didn't even want to be a part of this conversation. You talking about you gonna Venmo people after you've left the area.
The most trustworthy type of Venmo.
He's like,
the one that's not in front of me.
The way that my man said, the battery, not the plan. Talking about things you gotta do with your phone's back on. It's like, that's the most oof.
This is now Venmo you once I get some more minutes. It's about to be the end of the month. Once it rolls over, I'll be able to send you that with that Venmo.
What a because here's the thing. When I was in high school and college, I was very broke, and so I had a phone with minutes. And for anyone
we all
listening
have phones
to
with
this
minutes
podcast,
back then, I think, right? Or
not everybody. No.
Okay, I did too. I guess. I mean, I didn't know there was another way.
No. The way
I didn't know we had
it
it limited back then.
is the way that people with money have always done it.
That's true. That is a
Just
good point.
You know.
Yeah.
We were out
you
here
used to be able to call and you could call a number to find out how many minutes you had, which would take like a minute. So you'd lose a minute checking your minutes.
Also, the thing that really made me bad, and it evened out if the text was long enough, I guess, but every text message cost, and then you had to accept the deduction in minutes to read it. So then every text costs 30 seconds. It costs half a minute. So then,
is that what it costs?
Yeah. So then people would text you K, and it would cost half a minute. It didn't even take a second to read. My eyes recognized. I didn't even do any reading. My eyes recognized a letter, and I knew what it meant. Right.
But yeah, to explain to our younger listeners, back when I know every now and then we get kind of like back when phones were new, but we do get that way sometimes. But you used to have to literally. You had an allotted amount of phone time, not given to you by a parent or a guardian who said, this is all you're allowed because I don't trust you. The phone gave you this. The phone company would give you an allotted amount of time. And if you went over, if you had a plan that allowed you to go over, that overage charge was usually wild.
Also, your own money was your own money was your dad. Like, because if you had plenty of money, you either had a phone plan or you could buy so many minutes that you didn't think about it.
Yeah, this is where the beginning of like burner phones were, because you could just buy a phone with a set amount of time on it, and then when you were done with it, you could just throw it away.
Yeah,
that's why those became popular. You could buy them in a 7-Eleven, use it for a couple hours, throw it away.
When I was in high school, or maybe I was even in junior high, the first kid I knew to get a cell phone got a cell phone with minutes on it. And I don't know if his parents bought it, if he bought it with summer money from his summer job, whatever. But either way, he bought the phone and bought 300 hours on it.
Jeez.
So this dude had 300 hours on the phone just ready to go. And he called me on my home phone. This dude called me to call me poor. This dude called me. This dude called my home phone. He called my house phone.
Man, 300 hours of phone, dude. Like, By the time he used all that, phones had changed.
This dude called me and asked me if I was hungry.
Jesus.
This dude was a monster. Anyway,
see, bullying, you had to be more creative with bullying back then. We didn't just have social media.
We didn't have
immediate access. You had to go through the work.
And I shouldn't even, this is the thing, okay. This is also where you date yourself, because things are new for every generation of people. There will be things that are new. So then there are people right now who, even though they're young, they remember life right before TikTok, right? TikTok's only been around for a little while. So there are going to be people who are like, oh, yeah, I remember TikTok. And then when they have kids, people be like, TikTok? What is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And
that's how the students I work with are. They're like, what? You're on TikTok? I'm like, guys, it's been around for like 3 years, and I'm old. You don't want me on it.
Also, we sound old because we remember life before everyone had just had a cell phone on them, right?
Yeah.
But it makes me...
But we remember before the internet, so that makes us sound 1,000 to probably kids now.
And like, because the idea of a supermarket is like still relatively, when you look at the world and you look at how we ship food and like all the processes around keeping food good until people can purchase it and stuff, that's all relatively new. So then if you're old enough, you remember a time where you had to live off of what grew near you and that's all you got. Maybe if you traveled, or maybe if someone brought something back, you could have something that wasn't from where you were. And it's just so funny because it's like, I think about my granddad. My granddad is so old, he probably remembers before apples. I could see people my granddad's age being like, I remember, because we even really eat apples like that. Because think about it, like it was specifically where you were, and
it's what you had, what grew near.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like there are people who probably had their first apple thinking they could just peel it like an orange, be like, it's not coming off. I don't know, just hand slipping on it.
Man, a hard ass tomato. Mm-hmm. Gross. Anyway, what was the thing you were going to tell me?
Oh, okay.
Before we went back to our olden days of minutes on phones.
Yeah.
In the old country.
The thing I was going to tell you was when I was little, I would play soccer, and we've talked about this, like how I was not good.
Star athlete, like you were great at everything. Oh, that's right. It was the other way. Sorry.
Wow. What an attack. So then when I was little, I was playing this scrimmage game. So not one of the ones that counted. We're not even in our jerseys or anything, our little uniforms. And this is like horrific. So basically, it was like a practice day, right? And so we're all out on the field, and we're young. We're like, I was maybe 6 or something. Okay. So like a lot of us aren't even coordinated. Like if you can kick the ball straight, you're the best player on this team.
Yeah.
And so
you're Beckham if you're you don't even have to bend it. You're footing it like Beckham.
Every time a kid, I remember this specifically, anytime a kid lofted, first of all, almost all of our like lofting kicks were by accident. Anytime a kid could make the ball just fly up in the air for any distance and by any height, we were amazed. We were like, we would celebrate that like it was a goal. So we were not a winning team. And so
as you're cheering, the other kid just goes by you with the ball.
We're lifting up the kid who did it.
Oh my God. It went so high and the wrong way.
So then this is such chaos. And like even when I remembered it and I was talking to Sally about it, a part of me was like, I don't know if I should tell it on the podcast yet, because I'm trying to remember everything that happened. And then 2, I don't think people will like identify with me the way that I need them to. Most stories I tell on this podcast, I don't care about the perception. I'm just telling you my side of what happened. And this is the first time I was like truly upset by something like that. What's
okay? I was like upset by how you handled it?
No,
or
I was upset by what happened to the point where I think I genuinely blocked it out because
Oh, good. So we're getting into repressed memories. That's where we've gotten.
Well, no, it's just like
on the show.
I don't even remember what brought it up, but I was telling Sally about it. Anyway. So then
I'm so curious, by the way, now. That's a very intriguing intro.
We're all like uncoordinated 7-year-olds, right? And we're doing this practice game. And the practice game is just our team. So it's just like, it's not, the stakes couldn't be lower. But all year, I've been bad. And I've been so remarkably bad that they don't know where to put me. So they have the same problem they have with me, that the kid that's good at everything, you know, like the kid that can dribble straight. They're like, should we make him the forward? Should we have him as a defender? What should we do? Right.
Is he in high school now? What do we do with him?
Yeah. Can we get him held back? You know,
we either got to hold him back or we got to launch him forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just like throws his dad some money under the table to like mess up his homework for him.
We got to keep him to teach the other kids.
Yeah. So anyway, in the game, this kid had brought his dog, right? And the dog has been asleep for almost all of practice, just chilling, right? And it's like it's a fairly big dog. And then but it's still like, it's not like an old dog, but it's like puppy age. I can't remember what the breed was, but it was like medium sized to say it was a puppy, you know?
Okay.
And been sleeping, been a good dog the whole time. Anyway, this is also a time where you got to think about how you're coaching kids who don't understand real plays. You're just trying to get them to do their position.
Yeah.
And to stay in a general sense of where they're supposed to play.
Yeah, you're kind of going with a zone situation, because especially at that age, and in America especially, a kid's knowledge of soccer is going to be, hey, kick the ball.
Yeah. And
it comes to you and you kick it.
Yeah.
That's kind of, you know,
and
again,
so,
I know it's different in Europe. That's how we view it here.
And so for me, what ended up happening was there was a kid from the defender's position that was dribbling the ball towards me, and I should go back slightly. I'm goalie this time.
Oh, okay, you're goalie.
Because they were
All
like,
right.
He's not fast. He'll have an asthma attack, right? He cannot kick the ball straight, but maybe straight isn't what we need. We just need it out of the way. and so maybe he'll be a good goalie. That's literally
he finds a way to get hit by stuff.
Yeah.
Let's put him there.
Yeah. He's been hit by the ball in the face a lot. I don't know how it finds his forehead, but
let's use that face to our advantage.
And I'm even excited because I'm like, this is my chance to prove myself, you know?
Yeah.
This is my opportunity.
As you're standing there bleeding.
Yeah. This is my opportunity.
Finally.
I'm going to be good at the sport. Because remember, I told you before, it's like I kind of wanted to be like that sport, like that athlete, you know? Anyway.
Still kind of do in a little bit.
All right.
Just saying what we cover on this show, your endeavors.
So
you have dreams of becoming a very buff ninja. That's what it seems like.
So the kid is dribbling from the defender's position at me. So he's coming at me for a while. And so many, because he's not fast. So many things are going through my head. Like so many thoughts. Like, okay, I got my eye on the ball. I know which kid has it. He's not passing. So it's not like I'm going to get, and also, I think they were trying to teach us offsides at that point. So then there really wasn't too many people ahead of him to try to pull him off sides, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's really just me by myself on this entire side of the field while he's coming and the other kids are running. And so I'm like, okay, I just got to stay calm. All right. I just have to keep my eye on the ball. He's coming at me. He's not fast. He's going to kick it. He's probably going to kick it straight because none of us are good. You know, like I'm in my head, I'm like locked in.
Right. Yeah.
And just as he gets maybe past 3/4 down the field. So like this is game time. This is when I'm going to have to step up. He kicks the ball just a little too far in front of him. You know, like when you're dribbling a soccer ball and sometimes you don't manage the distance well. And so he's kicked it really far in front of him. Now he has to catch up with it. when he kicks it that far, at this point, the dog wakes up and just full puppy mode. The dog wakes up and then takes off and hits it with its nose down the rest of the field at me. And now it's a dog. Now I'm like, what do I do? What?
Wait, the dog just took over?
Dude, the dog just, and like, I'm not being dramatic when I say that this was probably all of 10 feet,
Right.
Because he was almost there.
Sure, yeah.
But then now he's here, so he's like all about to be at the ball again, and the dog was just off to the sideline, laying down. And so now it takes off, runs in front of him, and starts like knocking the ball with his head. And then he knocks it one last. He touched it all of like 2 or 3 times, but he knocks it one last time. And I'm like, at first I'm scared because I'm like, the dog seems big as it's running towards me. I'm also little. Then I calm down. This is all happening in a moment. Then I calm down for a second because I was like, oh, a dog. Now I'll just be able to grab it. I hope I don't get bit, but now I can just grab the ball, right? And at the last second, he like hits it with his little nose, but it goes a little to the left, and I miss. And so technically the dog scored on me. And people are like screaming. They're like, oh, it's like such a funny, and the kids run up to the dog and they're like, and the dog's excited and he's like hopping and stuff like that.
They pick the dogs up on his shoulders and they carry him off the field.
It was like a full, like kind of like an Air Bud situation, except there was no stakes,
It was 100% Air Bud situation. I think they even did a soccer one with Air Bud.
And we always celebrate Air Bud, but we always forget the kid that he scored on. Just really wanted to have his own moment.
Yeah. No, Air Bud gave full competing teams just mass depression.
Like, I don't think I was so upset. I was like so hurt because I played it back in my head a bunch of times because I was like, there's no way I missed that.
Yeah,
because it happened so fast. Literally, the dog just like blah, 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 and then it was in the goal.
The dog just took over, though. The fact that he kind of kept it on the same path is interesting and almost suspicious.
Dude, it's like 2 or 3 touches.
I'm gonna say there's another mystery we have. I think you got played. This dog has been trained.
This is a circus dog. This is not my fault. This is a circus dog.
This is a genuine Air Bud scenario.
And it's like, look, I don't think in a million years the dog could do it again because he wasn't even trying to. Like, the dog was trying to play with the ball.
Went for the ball.
He wasn't trying to score, but he was so close to the goal by the second time he touched it. And it's like I was already not good.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Now, but I'm going to make you feel better, though.
What?
Because frankly, I'm just saying, because soccer, football in other countries is a game of feet. And dogs got 4. So technically.
I was able to use my hands. We both had 4 appendages at play.
I'm just saying. He's actually, he's over-equipped.
We both had 4 limbs to work with. And
no, listen, it's embarrassing and you should be embarrassed. But
it's also like,
I'm trying to make it.
The worst part is that it's like not even enough people were there
for it to even be like a really cool thing, like to be like a
it was like
we said, this is pre-phones we established, so this wasn't like a viral moment, but could have been a socially viral moment.
It was like 8 kids playing.
Yeah, so this is just your pain.
And not every parent was there.
So this doesn't even get to be like a fun, like, oh my God, did you see that moment? It's just one kid being embarrassed because a dog scored on
I'm pretty sure my mom had to run an errand. Like, I mean, I'm glad my mom didn't see it, but
No, you just didn't see her sneak out. She was like, ugh.
Ooh, I'm gonna come back at 5 because
Come back after all the other kids have already left before I pick him up.
yeah.
Wow. So what made you think of this? Because you said you hadn't, you're not even sure if you remembered it fully, if you blocked it. What brought it
I
out?
don't know. Sally and I were just talking, and then I think I maybe had a moment or something.
Did you start? Did you start shaking and?
Just decided to be vulnerable,
Was that your last day in soccer?
No. I didn't stop doing soccer until I was like 13.
Okay.
So
did it push you forward? It made you angry.
Oh, it made
You're
me
like,
angry. It didn't make me better. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
Yeah. Well, I can say that is a unique thing. I've never been scored on by an animal, I don't think. So that's a unique experience. You got that going for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're having a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
with muddy food and sports drama.
Just like the next time you watch one of those movies, just think about the kid.
Think about the other teams that feel terrible. Think about the teams that Airbud beat. Think about the spirits that he crushed. There's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play basketball, but there's also nothing in the rules that say I can't feel bad about it.
It honestly, if I'm being real with you, it was bullying. It's just let your dog be at home. It was sleeping anyway.
Right.
Keep your dog, get your dog off the grass. You know what I'm saying?
Keep dog off grass, otherwise become supreme athlete. Is what the little signs will say in the yard.
A dog wasn't even cute.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it.
You're coming at this dog now.
Yeah, I don't know what breed it was, but the breed was ugly. All right. Yeah.
Oh, this dog breed? The breed is trash.
Yeah.
That's what this dog is.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, you're gonna hate me saying this, but like, what a piece of the Josh Johnson puzzle we've just found.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, yes, I knew you wouldn't like it, but like, I guess I'm speaking to the listeners because I'm sure they all heard that and they're like, oh, yeah, this makes sense. This seems like a man who would get would get dunked on by a dog.
Look, I'm the winner.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That was over 20 years ago. So guess who's still alive? All right. I can still dribble. Got my good limbs, can run.
Yeah. But now look at you, taking care of a dog.
What does that have to what does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying you gotta do
what does that have to do with
anything? Just saying
my dog would never be able to I would run circles around my dog, okay?
Josh has made a point to never show his dog a ball because he doesn't even want to come close to repeating this mistake.
Chance would be puffed out when I got done with him, okay?
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm.
How does it make you feel to relive that memory, to have it back?
I mean, it's fine. When I think about where I am in life and when I think about that dog isn't in life.
Hard cut to Josh being heckled in a comedy club by a dog.
There's a whole litter.
I did did a show a couple years ago at like a brewery, and it was like one of those places they allow dogs to come into, and there was like so few people in the audience that there was literally almost equal to the amount of people and dogs in the place. Or it was like 2/3, because there was like 7 people and like 4 dogs. And I'm like, this audience is damn near mostly dog at this point. That's a strange place to be. And I think one did bark, so I think I did get heckled by a dog. So there, I have that over you.
Yep.
Okay, well, while Josh is dealing with his trauma, I will open up the mailbag. Let's get something else.
No, that was it. Do we have another one from Anna, you said?
Yeah, I was looking for that, because I figured since we got a little extra time, we can do that one.
Thank y'all so much for writing in. We appreciate you. We have so much fun with these. We look forward to them every week. Anytime y'all send them in, we're happy. So thank you again.
There it is. Scrolled past it a bunch of times. All right. But yes, we do have an update from Anna. Okay, real quick. Let's try to recap the story thus far. This is an ongoing chain of emails.
Okay.
So this started with her going on a date with the guy
who was a foot pervert.
A real toe fiend. Not only was he really in defeat, but slid under the table to remove her shoe and smell it, and was like, oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's foot.
That's foot. And then I believe that tickled her foot, so she kicked him in the head?
I think in the face, maybe?
In the face. Kicked him in the face, which I believe also knocked over something on the table and fell on the table next to them.
Made a big production of the fall.
Yes. Yeah. And then something was spilled on her, right? I believe something got spilled on her.
Maybe something was spilled on her from his fall.
While he was, or was it he was underneath, so a server tripped over him because he was on the ground getting them good feet smells.
He made it worse, whatever happened.
Whatever happened, he made it worse.
Yeah.
And then the other server like kicked him out or whatever, or helped like just end the situation, like helped her clean up whatever got spilled on her. So she went on a date with him, and she ended up on a date with him where then he revealed that he's really into like BDSM stuff. Because he asked, are you a gray?
And she was, at first she didn't understand it. Then she realized.
I believe, I don't know, and I also don't know if we clarified. We found out later that applies to 50 Shades of Grey, or we might have read an email that explained that. But when he said like, "Oh, you're a gray," that was going to 50. Already, this is so much backstory.
Yeah. So if this is your first episode listening, we've caught you up as best as possible.
Yeah, and the cliffhanger, because she always leaves us on cliffhangers, and very tantalizing ones. I believe the last thing was after he was talking about being into BDSM and stuff like that. Then the foot fetish guy was outside the window and said, "I found you." That's. And this is where we had our little debate of just like, are we getting played? But either way, we're having a fun time with the story, so I kind of don't care.
Yeah, I want to see it through to the end, even if none of these people ever lived. Even if Anna is not real.
Okay, and this one I like too. This one is titled "The Showdown." Is how this one is titled.
Okay,
but this is from our friend Anna.
All right.
Hey guys, you said you never heard the expression "gray" before. It's apparently used in dating apps as a slang/short for being dominant. The word refers to 50 Shades of Grey. Some people just use a gray picture and that's it. Oh, just a gray picture. Interesting. I want to give you some context. As you know, Sweden is a small country. The population of New York, they're out of Sweden.
As you know, Sweden.
Small country. Anyway, this has nothing to do with that. Never been.
Want to go?
As you know, Sweden is a small country. The population of New York City pretty much amounts to the total population of Sweden. In the capital, there is about 1 million. In the actual city center, the number is about 400,000. In most cities around Sweden, all restaurants, clubs, cafes, and most fun stuff is situated in the city center. So if you want to find someone, it is possible, but statistically not likely. In my case, I was ratted out by one of two people that knew where, what, when, and who I was seeing that night.
Wow.
After I left the gentleman, this has been the code name for the foot fetishist. Mm-hmm. After I left the gentleman on the floor of the restaurant, I actually thought that I would never hear from him again. I'd only given him my business card, so he didn't have my private number.
It'd be very funny if his name, like, we nicknamed him Tony Two Toes. You know,
Tony Toes?
Yeah, he loves feet because he doesn't have all his, you know. You want what you can't have. You go ahead, keep reading out. That's my bad.
I liked it. I don't think give him. Because now I'm just thinking of a guy who has no toes and he just really wishes he had.
Yeah. Like, you think he's sucking on toes.
But it's gone the other way where now he's just horny about it.
Yeah, it's like you think he's sucking on toes because he's into feet, and he's sucking on toes being like, I remember my middle toe.
He's just like, I really wish I could feel this.
Mm-hmm. You know, he dates somebody for a couple years, and then he's like, let me put a ring on it. And he goes down and just puts it on her toe.
Oh, my God. Have you ever met a girl with like 6 toes on 1 foot? Are you kidding me? I had only given him my business card, so he didn't have my private number. But no. Phone calls after phone calls to the office that I refuse to answer. I think that if you don't get that a woman is not into you when she kicks you in the face, you don't get it if she tells you in words. Okay, so it sounds like he's been calling the office a lot, though. Mm-hmm. Which is a great thing. Reception, how may I direct you? I'm looking for the lady with great feet.
Yeah.
Is there a lady with great feet there? Can you put her feet on?
Yeah, tell her it's Tony. She'll know what that means.
Gifts started showing up. Flowers. Oh, no. Pink rubber boots with a note that said best worn without socks.
He trying to make you sweat. That's what that is. That's a real pervert right there. He thought ahead.
Yeah, he wanted to drink out of that boot.
That's wild.
And a mobile phone with his number in it. You expect a serial killer to have more tact, you know?
Not just tact. This is
a
like
plan at all.
This is like, you know what? Because you just have to start over. You have to find someone who is as in defeat as you are. Because if you were doing these moves on them, it'd be all swag.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
and by start over, he also means
boots.
move somewhere and change your name, probably.
He sent me a cell phone with just his number in it. Like, this is like Dorian Gray.
How's it Dorian Gray?
That is a different book.
Oh, are you trying to say 50 Shades of Grey?
The guy in 50 Shades of Grey is a different Gray than Dorian Gray. Yep.
Dorian Gray was the guy who had the painting of him.
Mm-hmm. No.
Getting his nipples twisted, and
I remember.
it was a painting of him in a sex swing. Boy, okay. He sends the boots, a phone with his number in it, but not an apology for being, well, let's say disrespectful. I gave it all to the receptionist and asked her not to accept any gifts on my behalf and to send them back. She protested and said, but he is so rich and he is cute. Why don't you go on a date? Oh, this lady's going to make a great victim one day. I wasn't in the mood for telling her the story, so I replied, we did, but it turns out we are not a good match, and I think you and I have a different kind of checklist when it comes to men. It turns out that the gentleman is the youngest son of a very well-known rich family in the region and has invested in various projects around Sweden. He showed up at work events, but I'll skip that part of the story of weird interactions at those events. The gifts stopped showing up, and I was relieved that the gentleman was gone. So I thought, this is a novel, I think.
This is also, it's like, okay, not only is it a novel, but it's all like just plausible enough.
It's just plausible enough, but it also sounds just enough like a Hallmark movie.
Because basically...
Oh, he's the heir to Sweden.
Basically, we also have to keep in mind how long this thing is going on, but on the B side, how long it took for her to go on the date with the server. Because remember, this is all going to come to a head with the I Found
which I believe
You.
it starts here and the next part here. So yeah, there's a whole side plot with the gentleman that like we're kind of just being privy to right now, and she's also not telling all of us again. Also very good with cliffhangers, which is what makes me think that Anna might be a writer. Just being suspicious. Being seated at the restaurant with the server and dumbfounded by his words, annoyed by the woman purposely spilling wine on me and hitting on the server. Oh yeah, that was part of it. We forgot.
Yeah.
On the date with the server, there's a different server spilled on her on purpose. My mood was not getting better after seeing the gentleman strut into the restaurant towards us. How the hell did he find me? What are you doing here with him? The gentleman says, indignant, and points at the server. He doesn't wait for an answer, turns to the server and says angrily, "Those feet are mine." Remember that the gentleman is not low-key. Oh, no shit. The restaurant quiets down and someone whispers, "Did he just say feet? He's so fucked," followed by some giggles and chuckles. The server folds his arms and looks at me expectantly. I'm now fantasizing of how I drop kick the gentleman, but of course I don't do it. Oh, well, why stop now? You've already kicked someone on a date.
Yeah. You kicked him.
That's right. You've already kicked this man. I see the gentleman's mouth moving, but I'm not listening. How did you find me? No answer. I was not holding back at all. I'll refrain from using the same words here. Through my teeth, told him that I'm not an object and can't be bought. I won't allow him to treat me disrespectfully any way he wants, whenever he wants, and especially sniffing my shoes in restaurants. I'm not laughing at the sentiment, but closing a sentence like that is funny. People around us laughed, and someone made a puking sound, and someone booed. The girl in the group of university students cheered me on, "You go, girl," and fiddled with her phone. I glanced at the server and noticed that his eyes were glazed. I finished it off with, "I'm not interested in you whatsoever and never will be, so leave me the fuck alone and get lost. But, you kept the gifts, so I thought, we had a thing." It turns out that the receptionist had kept the gifts for herself and had led the gentleman on to believe that I kept them, and to redeem herself to the gentleman, she had told him about my whereabouts. She can see my calendar at work, and so she checked it. At this point, the woman comes back and yanks the server's sleeve. To me, she says, "Take it outside. You bothered the other guests." I pierced her with a glance and said to the gentleman that lingered, "You got 1 minute to leave, and if you don't leave me alone, I'll get a restraining order, and from there on, I have the right to protect myself. Do you understand? Kicks are a-comin'." The gentleman limps away like a sulking toddler. I turned to the server and followed the feeling that I had during the date. "So, when are you going to tell me what's really going on here?" His smile stiffens a bit and he says, "I guess we gave us away, huh?" The server pulls the woman towards his side with the arm around her waist. He winks at me and continues, "We have checked you out and we agreed that we want you to be our dominatrix." People gasped and started mumbling. I noticed that some of the uni students were filming and giggling. "We, as in dating?" I asked, wanted no misunderstanding. "We, as in common law wife. Yeah." The disappointment of being kind of played by the server and this woman, the lingering anger from the showdown with the gentleman made it hard to collect myself. Knowing that the server and the woman had turned are turned on by my domination and telling off of the gentleman, I decided not to reward them by lashing out. So I did my best to compose myself, and as cold as ice, I said, well, thank you for clarifying that. You have the right to live the way you want, but I'm one man at a time kind of woman, so thanks, but no thanks. Well, technically, there was only going to be one man.
Yeah.
Not a split hairs here. I wish you the best in all you do. I'll take my leave now. Have a nice evening. I grabbed my purse and left, and as I did, I heard the server and his woman blame each other for me not agreeing to their proposal. It took some time for me to let it go and laugh about it all, and I somewhat do have trust issues. But it is a hell of a story, huh? Take care and stay cool. Love. Huh. Yeah. But
all I can say is I hope it never happens again. Wow.
Huh.
Mm.
I might have to make just like a mini episode. It probably wouldn't even be a mini episode; it'd be a whole thing. But of just those 3 emails together.
Yeah.
Just for the full story.
Honestly, what we should do is cast it.
Make a little radio drama out of it.
Yeah, we should cast it and then do it. Do that one as well as the porta potty one.
As the porta potty thing. Oh God, now we're making full productions now.
So thank you so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope we had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag and just change how I view humanity with your stories and your experiences, and to really make me wonder if anything's worth it, you can send those to joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts because we read those in the mailbag as well. And if you're looking for bonus nonsense from us, such as bonus podcasts and videos and replays of our virtual live shows, you can get those patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have a bunch of different tiers. And speaking of virtual live shows, we have one coming up. I believe it is November 27th. I believe that is the date. That last Sunday, it is November 27th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing another virtual show. So tickets will be in the episode bio underneath and in our social media bios and all that jazz. You should come join us. We always have a great time. I showed a bunch of haunted dolls in the last one, so who knows what could happen. It's a big crazy time.
a lot can happen.
A lot can happen. Who knows what weird people we've dated will just suddenly show up and cause a scene.
Oh wow, I hope not.
If in my screen one of your exes just walks in.
Well, we hope you have a great rest of the week and a wonderful weekend. We will catch you next time. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you.
This is very embarrassing to admit, but when I was a kid, all the way up until like young adulthood, I thought that I could see the future. And then I realized I just had common sense. Yeah, Like, I'll give you my best example. I had a friend from Chicago call me, and he told me he got his girlfriend pregnant by accident. And I was like, oh, dude, I knew you were going to do that 3 years ago. And he was like, how? How is that possible? I've only known her for a year. I was like, oh, bro, I knew you were going to do that when I saw you walking around with no case on your phone. Like, I knew you weren't thinking ahead. You weren't taking precautions. You were living reckless, you know? You don't have a case on your phone. Of course you're not wrapping it up. Come on, just walk around loose phone all day.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell a friend. That would be a huge help if you tell people about it. Sharing is great. There's like a share button, but if you tell people, they might click on it. Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson. Great start.
Yeah.
Welcome to
New
the
year,
Josh
new
Johnson
us.
Show. Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm joined by my. Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm good. This is the first one of the year, the first official new one of the year.
Yeah, we're back. We're back, and we're doing the regular show again.
We've been to Denver. We've been to Tacoma.
Yeah, we. I mean, I don't know how much we want to get into it, but like we also it took a little bit for us to get back in the swing of things because the end of 2022 was weird for us. I had the COVID pretty bad, and
yeah.
And so that was some episodes fell behind because turns out I couldn't sit up for like more than 10 minutes at a time, and when you have to do hours of editing, that's a hard thing to do.
It is like you got the one that like really be out here stomping people in the chest. Like that's actually feels like a rare one to get than the ones that in New York, a lot of the people who get it will have it like bad for a day, and then they're like, oh, I'm pretty sluggish, but I think I'm all right. And man, you had it like properly bad.
Well, but I didn't get any of the like respiratory stuff or anything. I mean, that might be because I'm vaxxed and all that too, but it's like I had the first really, really bad day. It was that Wednesday like after Christmas. That day was bad, and like I had like fever, and like the best way I could describe it to is my limbs all felt like they weighed 100 pounds. Like I just like felt like held down on the bed. And then the next day, that Thursday, felt pretty good, and I was like, okay, just had the one bad day. I'll come out of it. I should be good then by the weekend to whatever. And then that Friday, nope, back knocked down again.
Jeez.
That was the weird one. That was the weird thing that it like got better and then got worse and then got better. And now I just have these kind of little mild cold symptoms that are hanging on.
I mean, I'm glad you're okay now.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. Doing okay. Living. Gonna do it. It can only get better from here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
I'd like to think so.
I mean, fuck if not though.
That would be wild if COVID was the start.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's either the start of just only an uphill, like everything's gonna get better, or like that's the sampler. That's setting the tone.
Yeah.
For the year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you? I'm trying to figure out how to. I mean, I'll just ask it straight out. Is there a lot of like meth in your general tri-state area? Would you say meth is the predominant drug?
Yeah, how do I put this politely? We love meth here?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Good to know.
I don't know how bad it still is. I know Jess says one of the new problems is heroin. we're finally joining the 80s here, I think. But
Yeah, the meth thing. Okay, so the whole
this
reason,
is now just real quick. I'm going to ask you a counter question. This is how we're starting the year, is talking about meth. This is what we're gonna.
I feel like when I'm done telling you the story, I feel like you'll appreciate that we started with meth.
Okay.
I'm trying to put this in the best possible. Okay. So meth, as we've talked about on the podcast before, is pretty popular in my hometown. So it being popular where you are as well, I think you'll be able to relate. Okay. There was a time where my buddy was, just out there trying to find someone. You know what I mean? He was like kind of on the apps, but he was mostly going to bars. But it was just, it was a tough go of it, let's say. And I'm sure.
So he was the way you made it sound like he was out there trying to find someone specific, but he's just trying to find anyone.
He's trying to find anyone, any person that will work.
I thought maybe he was out searching for someone that he needed to track down, but he's trying to find someone.
Wouldn't that be wild if someone used the actual dating apps to like hunt down their enemy?
See, and I didn't mean dating app. I thought you meant just he was literally out just trying to find like a friend or something.
That's my bad, because I thought I said dating app, but maybe I never
not initially.
did.
No, you just said he was just out there trying to find someone.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I'm like that sentence could mean a variety of things.
So much.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, he's on like the obscure ones as well. Like, did you ever do Plenty of Fish back in the day?
I think I might have tried it briefly. I think so. Yeah.
Plenty of Fish and OK Cupid were where, at least in the early 2000s, apparently, were where the freaks were.
OK Cupid's the one I did. I didn't do Plenty of Fish, but I did do OK Cupid. I did do OK Cupid.
So Plenty of Fish brought out a Craigslist level of honesty in people that the other dating apps just don't.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, all that stuff like that, you have to truly choose whether or not you're going to be yourself or you're going to be a catfish, because you can only lie so much before you're like fully lying, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas with like back in the day with Craigslist, it was just like, hey, this is me. All right.
Meet me at this corner.
Inquire, inquire within, but this is exactly what I need. This is exactly what I'm expecting, And so basically, he was
also, if you have a truck, you can take this dresser.
Yeah. Make sure you take the bed when you leave.
Yeah. I want to use it one last time and then get rid of it.
Yeah. And so he was on Plenty of Fish, I believe. And he started talking to this person. And it was like, I don't even know how to describe their rapport, because the way that he described them chatting at first was almost just, it felt natural, but it seemed to have felt natural in a boring way. You ever have someone tell you something that they think is really special and you're like, that's not that great? Like in your head, you don't say it to them, but like, but they just hit it off with a bunch of heys and how you doings and all the stuff like that. And but the way he described it was like, she was so easy to talk to. But I'm like, but you're saying all you said was, what's up?
Yeah.
So it's like, I get how two things could be true. It could be she's very easy to talk to, and you're not saying much,
Right, yeah.
You're not really pouring your heart out.
And maybe that's what the ease is. Maybe she just said, what's up back? And he's just like, ooh, soulmates.
Yeah, yeah. She even used 2 question marks, just like me. And so basically they start chatting and they set up a date, like time to meet. And she's like, oh, hey, do you smoke? Right. And he's like, oh yeah, from time to time, and so they meet up, and the date is very okay. From what he's describing, like, I guess my man just doesn't need much because even as he's describing the date, I'm like, so y'all just went to Chili's, but y'all were having the time of your lives. Like, I'm happy for him that he's happy.
I mean, have you ever had those Southwest egg rolls? They're great.
I've had them, and I don't know if it was worth a life changing. Like he was like, he was so disappointed because he was like, I was having the time of my life. Like this man said the time of his life, and I was just like, bro, you gotta get out there more. Like,
yeah,
I'm not even trashing Chili's. I'm literally just saying, if you have the time of your life with someone who doesn't really seem to say much,
you just wanted to be out.
I think you just wanted to be out. I think
that just means you were happy to not be in your apartment.
I think you just needed some companionship because you're beefing this up like it was the Titanic and it was Thursday at Chili's.
Yeah, you could have been like, man, we could have gone to Chili's and you would have had the time of your life. If
I
that's
think
what's
so. I think because this man said the time of his life.
Dude just wanted to go to Chili's.
Yes, the time of his life. Okay, so
because even on a first date, the time of your life. I mean, even if it's like wow, I think I'm in love with this person already.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know if it'd be like time of your life. I don't know. Yes, you know what I mean?
Dude,
you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. I feel like even if all the stars aligned, looking back, maybe you can romanticize it. But in the moment, to be like, I'm having the time of my life just picking out apps with this person.
Yeah. Well, because in any first date I've ever thought of, like, even if it's fun, there's still a sense of like nerves to it. That's not the time of your life. Like,
exactly.
And like, listen, I'm thinking back to my first date with Jess. Honestly, top to bottom, great date. But also, I've done some cool shit.
Yeah.
Time of my life? Of my life.
To be fair, it's in my hometown. So it's not like...
Fair.
It's not like there's a ton going on, right?
I mean, Chili's is the place to be. It sounds like.
And so then she looks at him and she's like, hey, do you want to smoke? And he was like,
gee, where will this lead?
Oh, here? And she was like, yeah, you want to go smoke in the bathroom real quick? And he was like,
in the bathroom?
In the bathroom. And he was like, oh, okay, I guess. Like, a little adventurous. Okay, she's a little naughty. She's a little naughty, right?
Oh, no.
And so then they go to the bathroom. It's so funny too because she was like, okay, you sneak off to the bathroom and then I'll like come join you, right? Like I'll just give it a beat and then I'll come join you. Don't want to bring the suspicion on them immediately, right?
Right.
He said that when he went to the bathroom, he turned around and she was behind him. Like, it was like she didn't wait at all. And so then they're in the stall together and she pulls out, a full pipe, right? And he knows that the pipe was a little too dirty.
A little dirty.
Yeah. And so then he's like, oh, what? I think he was scared to ask if she smoked meth because it feels like such an accusation. So then he just sort of...
because if she doesn't, there's no coming back from that question.
Yes.
Dude, you can't backpedal.
Dude, the stakes...
Do you smoke meth?
The stakes of you've pulled out a pipe. All right, you smoke weed in a pipe. You've pulled out a pipe. The pipe just looks a little like rotten. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the difference in pipe should look like, but he was saying it looked a little too dirty, right?
Yeah.
And then before the meth can come out, he wants to be like, hey, do you smoke meth? But he's like, I really didn't want to ask because it would just kill everything. It would
ruin the time of his life.
Because if she doesn't smoke meth, to your point, there's no coming back.
No,
Because now
you can't.
Now you sound like you smoke meth. You sound like you were excited it was about to be meth. Do you know what I mean? Like if someone pulls out a pipe, even at a party, if someone pulls out a one hitter and you're like, oh, do you smoke meth? You sound like you want the meth. That is what that sounds like if they don't smoke meth.
Ooh, is that meth?
And if you do smoke meth, now, once again, you've already called it. He's ruined the time of his life because now meth is about to come out. And so sure enough, meth comes out. Before he can like even fully ask, she was like, this is a big one.
This is a big one.
Because I guess she was trying to do something special for the day.
She also wants to have the time of her life.
Yes.
But she needs a little hit of something to really get there.
I think she needs a touch of help from Mr. Methy Meth. She needs a little bit of help from Nathaniel Amphetamine. Steen. And so she pops out. She goes ahead and pops out Nathaniel, and she's like, "It's a big one."
It's a big one. It's such a.
And then he goes, "Oh, okay." And he was like as she's about to like get it started, he's like, "Hey, I'm not really comfortable. I don't really do that. Like we can go back and eat or anything." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And she seemed a little disappointed and like maybe even a little embarrassed. Who knows? Because I imagine, you know, obviously, do you smoke? There's a lot to fill in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so you know, cigarettes. I mean, and so basically they stop in the moment. She's like, "Oh, okay, all right. Well, sorry that I." And he's like, "Oh, don't apologize. It's okay." Like he's really trying to save this date.
No,
so he's like,
I would, but I'm full.
No, don't. It's all good. It's all good. It happens. You know, this is perfectly normal. So anyway, he then gets out of the stall because he was always with his back to the door. So then he opens the door and then he said he opened the door, was walking out, thought that she was right behind him, but when he turned around, not only had she let the door close again, there was a puff of smoke coming through the. And he was like, "I've never smoked meth, but I didn't know you could do it that fast. Like I didn't know." He's like, by the time I turned around, still in the bathroom, by the time I turned around, it was cloudy.
Yeah.
And so then he's walking out and she's walking out behind me. He's like, "Oh no. Like now this is a meth date because you did it."
A meth date.
Like you hit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then they go.
Because that's now a different person coming out.
Exactly. So now they go and sit back down. And I don't know the specifics. I don't know how long it takes meth to meth you. Okay?
To meth with you.
Sure.
that you're gonna roll your eyes at.
Amphetamine was wild. Meth with you felt like, all right, okay, I see what you're trying to turn me into. And so
you said Nathaniel first, so I don't want to.
So they sit down.
I don't want to hear it.
And they go ahead and order. And she ordered a little more than they talked about because, you know, when you sit down with somebody and you're like, "Oh, what do you think you'll get?" And they're like, "Oh, I might get this and this or whatever." Like she went ahead and ordered like a couple things. And he's like, I don't even know if it was stream of consciousness or if she was actually ordering. Like, I don't know if she was just saying names of foods they had or if she was actually ordering. But either way, the server wrote down like 5 things, you know?
Yeah.
And so they're talking, and even as they're talking, she's like clearly different. Just eyes are a little wider. And he was like trying to keep the date like normal because he really seemed to like her, I guess, or wanted to hold on to whatever infatuation he built up around her, and just was trying to talk. And the whole time she's nodding, eyes wide, like, like nodding hard at everything he's saying, and has grabbed a napkin and started cleaning the edge of the table. Like off to the side, so she just whacks it on and whacks it off.
And you know, while he's telling a story, she's like, yeah, saying 1,000 yas.
Oh man. And then the food comes, so they're just, I guess she's just like that,
and
for
she
a little
screams.
The food comes, and she actually says, "Is this ours?" Right? She's like, "Is this?"
Oh, it's so funny.
Is this ours?
Is this?
And he's like, "Yeah, it's what we ordered." And she's like, "I ordered all this?" Like, and he was like, "Yeah." And the server's still standing there. And he's like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I don't think I'd do that."
Oh.
And then him and the server just sort of look at each other. And then look at her. And are both kind of like, yeah, but you did though.
You did.
Like you said nachos, chili cheeseburger. Like you were just saying all the words. Maybe you didn't mean them. Mm-hmm. Maybe you literally only meant the first thing you said, and
Just
you kept
reading out
talking
loud.
at the same volume.
Yeah.
And so we all thought that's what you ordered. Once again, 2 things can be true at the same time. But yeah, this is all yours. And she was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'll try."
I guess I'll try.
And then like didn't really like, obviously didn't eat everything that she ordered, but was like picking at everything perfectly. Was just like a bite of this, drop a bite of this, and then still like nodding at everything at him. As
I like to imagine she's actually picking at it like a bird. I don't know why. That's just just hitting her face on everything a little bit.
And so then they're basically just sitting there. He's finished his food. She still has half the table to eat. And a very, very clean corner of the table.
Rubbing the varnish off on that one.
And so he's like, "Oh, so do you think you're done? Like, should I get the check and everything?" And she was like, yeah, I think I think I'm done. Right? Just lots of yes, just like you said. Right?
Yeah. How much copper do you think is in this place?
But my favorite detail, my favorite part is that at the end he's like, "Oh, okay, so," and he's given up now. Like he really does know that this is over. There's no salvaging this, you know.
Oh, what? He didn't want a second date with the lady who did the meth in the Chili's bathroom?
That tried to do it in the bathroom with him, and then when he declined, was like,
What?
"I'm not gonna waste it."
Yeah. I can't believe he's not going to give her another chance, and he's pulling the ripcord on this.
And so at the end, he's like, "So you want me to give you a ride home or anything?" She looked him dead in his face, was like, No, I think I'll run."
I was just going to say, because she said no, and then turned around and sprinted down the road. But literally, no, I'm going to run.
And so they walked out together. He went
Mm-hmm.
to his truck, and then she was like, "Okay, this was fun. Bye." And then just like took off. And he was like, I was really worried because she wasn't running back in the direction that I picked her up.
Oh.
Yeah, she was just going for a run, I think.
She had to run by the meth store. Get some more.
She had to run back to her dealer and be like, can you believe it? Can you believe that he would say that he smoked and then he wouldn't smoke with me? And then when I smoked, he got all weird and then he tried to make me eat a bunch of food. And so I just left. Like, I could easily see that being her version of the story.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Now, what would you do? You're having and let's put yourself in his shoes. It doesn't have to necessarily be Chili's, but like you are having the time of your life. This date is going so well. You are just like, wow, she's amazing. You're smitten.
Yeah.
And then she busts out some meth. What does a Josh Johnson do in this scenario?
So I'm very worried that I wouldn't recognize it immediately. I think I'm worried because he smokes enough that he just knew that the differences in pipes and the difference, you know what I mean?
But you'd know once a rock comes into play that you...
I think I'd have a hard time, and I know this shouldn't matter, but I do think I'd have a hard time distinguishing the meth from crack. All right.
But does that matter?
It does kind of matter. It does change the game a little bit for me.
So if it was crack, you'd stay on the date.
I'm not saying I'd stay, but I think I'd be less concerned because I feel like...
Really?
I feel like crack and meth are on very different levels.
I mean, they are in ways, but I think they're both on the leave this date level.
Yeah. I'm not saying I wouldn't leave.
Okay.
I'm just saying I would be less concerned.
Okay, so let's explore both options then.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, a rock comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you and goes, "This is meth."
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is your reaction?
I think I pop that lock on the stall. I walk out, and I think I announce to the kitchen floor, someone is smoking meth in the bathroom.
Oh, you'd narc on her.
And then I walk out. Just because narking on her will slow her down long enough for me to get out.
Oh, because she's probably going to come after you.
She gonna be fast. She gonna be strong.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So really ending the date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now instead, the rock comes into play, and she goes, "Would you also like some crack?" Now, how do you handle this?
I pop the lock on the stall.
Okay.
I back out of the bathroom, and then I walk up to my server and say, "Can you please cancel my order?"
Okay.
I'm terribly ill. And then I leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So no narking on the crack.
I don't know if you need to.
Elaborate.
I just feel like I feel like crack gives people endurance, whereas meth gives people strength.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm more scared when someone... So here's the thing. In Louisiana and in Chicago, I've been like pressed by a clear crackhead before.
Oh, for sure.
And the way that you get pressed by a crackhead is just like, all right, if this person can beat me at all, it's gonna be because they outlast me, right?
Okay.
So I'm all I need to do now is make sure that all of my hooks are tight, all of my guard is up. You know, that I have my footwork at play. I'm able to get away from them, right? With meth, because methamphetamine is actually so broad, right?
True.
I don't know what exactly they're on. Is there a little angel dust in there? Can they feel their fingernails? Or do they just not have any recollection of having like ligaments so they're going to be able to lift a car? Like there's a level of like fight that if somebody that wants to get at you and they're on meth has, you're not getting away. They're getting to you.
Yeah. Yeah, meth makes you go a little Super Saiyan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so that's my thing now that I honestly have where I'm like, all right, this thing is a clear and present danger if they turn on me. This other thing is only a danger if they really know what they're doing, but they're probably going to be sloppy about it. So I'm not in that much trouble.
So now, have you had to fight someone in Chicago who was on crack?
I just had to push them away, but I didn't have to. We weren't fighting, but I was. So this was back when I worked at the grocery store that shall not be named, not the good one, right?
Yeah, shall not be named unless you go back enough episodes and hear us name it a lot. But for some reason now we don't name it. Now it's Voldemort for some reason. But
I was walking home from the California street location. And so I don't know if you remember where I lived, but in Rogers Park, I basically needed 2 buses to get home. Now, I'm still fairly new to Chicago when this happened, so I'm relying on my phone a lot to pick the right bus and know the route and all that stuff, because luckily Chicago's on a grid, right? But my phone dies maybe 10 minutes into the walk home, because it's either going to be a 34-minute walk home or 2 buses. And since I knew my phone was about to die, I was like, the other bus takes me slightly out of the way, so let me just try to walk home as straight as I can, so that way when my phone dies, I can just already be on the right path a couple streets off and everything.
Right.
And because also the buses from that location weren't reliable. So I was like, my phone may very well die waiting for the bus. And I would just, I don't know, I'd hate it. So let me just walk home now, right? Get a head start. And so I started walking. And you know how, I think it's called like Little India, but there's that area of, maybe it's still Rogers Park, but it's on the way of that California street where
unlike Devon there, that whole area. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Little India, that
so
that West Ridge area.
And so we can imagine like that Devon area. It's actually, I like it a lot. It's really nice.
It's great
because it's
rough to drive through.
And because it's so neighborhoody, a lot of it will close by like 10. So
a lot of the stuff closes, and everyone is just crosswalks are a mere suggestion.
Yeah, and so imagine walking / running through it at 11, where everything is closed. So anyone out at night at this moment is out to do other business.
Yes.
It's the most polite way I can put it, but it's like none of the storefronts are open.
Yeah.
And so
if you're out, you're not shopping on the legal markets.
Yeah.
We'll say.
Yeah. And so I'm running through it, and I start running because my phone is at truly 1%. And I don't know why Apple does this, but it really does keep the phone on 1% for 10% of the time. So let's say you're at 10%, it'll go 10, 9, 8, 7 in like 3 minutes, but it'll be on 1% for like 20 minutes.
The next day.
Yeah. And so,
because that's like cars do that too, where it's like you'll hit E, but really it's just to let you know you're empty, but then you've got like 10 more miles on a lot of cars.
Yeah.
But then it just gives you that moment of being like, you're just waiting now.
And so I started running because I was like, I don't want to be out here with a dead phone, and I'm still new to the city, and like,
right.
I don't really know where I am and everything. And so then,
don't worry, eventually he would never figure out where he was anyway.
And so then I'm at a crosswalk, trying to make there's a fork in the road. It's actually as you start to get near your place, really, where maybe west of you, there's a fork in the road that is like, it's pretty, I would say it's like not that substantial, but what ends up happening is like, if depending on which one you pick will depend on if you're a mile off or not eventually.
Oh, like when you get to like the corner of like Devon and Clark and stuff. There's
exactly,
where like Ashland branches off from Clark, and like that goes at an angle. People love our very specific Chicago references. So that corner.
Yeah, that corner. I'm at a crossroads at that corner.
Used to be by the Deluxe Diner.
Because now my phone is dead and I'm almost home and I don't know it fully, right?
Yeah.
And then this guy tries to approach me. And this is actually a horrible corner for me. Every time I've been on this corner, something bad has happened. I could do a whole episode about this corner. It's like, remember I told you about that guy that tried to, I mean, I'll tell you in another episode, but there was a guy that tried to get me to drink his water bottle.
No.
He was adamant. It was at that same corner. And he's
Really?
like, no, drink it. And I was just like, bro, this is the worst way. You're like trying to roofie a person with the most energy I've ever seen right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's water.
You got to be sneakier, bro.
Dude, and he kept, I was scared he was going to try to splash me with it. He kept putting it to my mouth
Oh, my God.
and trying to grab me and make me drink it. And I was like, dude, get away from me. And this guy was just, he was not having it. He was like, drink this. I was like, jeez. And so anyway, for this purpose, there was a crackhead. And
For this purpose.
yeah, because I don't want to mix people up too much. I was referencing a story I'll tell more about later, but I'm still on the crackhead story. And basically, this crackhead was like noticing, just sniffed me out like a truffle pig, just knew I was lost. He really did. He was like, fear? Ooh. Well, I could handle a little fear.
Yeah, fear goes down easy. Let's do it.
Yeah. And so then I'm like kind of panicking because I recognize some of the streets a little bit, but I know if I take the wrong turn, it's going to take me another 20 minutes to get home or whatever. Because there's not only is my phone dead, so I can't order an Uber, but I don't have Uber money back then, you know?
Right.
And,
Well, an Uber was still pretty new at that point, too.
Yeah, it was still pretty fresh.
So you're like brand new to Chicago then?
I think I had only had this job for 2 weeks. So yeah,
Wow,
I was
okay.
like very, very new.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And I think I had also never, as dumb as it may sound, make fun of me if you want, I don't think I'd ever come home from this angle. So I truly didn't have any sights to recognize. Like,
I know what you mean, but calling it angle.
like if you always take a left when you leave your house, and then you know exactly how to get home from everywhere left of your house, and then one day you just end up on the right.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah,
I've never
I get
even
that.
seen this street before. And I know I'm so close to home, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And so this crackhead sees me and he's just like, okay. This crackhead saw me and it really came at me like you would come at a stray dog. He was like, hey, buddy.
And his hand out for you to sniff. Little guy,
like, hey,
you lost?
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Like, he really...
Oh, hey, buddy, from the shadows is never good.
And he's coming at me like I'm literally a puppy that's gonna run away if he gets too close. Because even his steps are a little too delicate. Like,
Oh, that's some real like Pennywise energy.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Hey, bud, we all float down here.
And he's also as a crackhead, he doesn't look good. So it's that much scarier. It's
Right.
like it would be scary if any person at night was like, hey, buddy, you lost? Are you lost? It's like that's already unsettling. But just imagine they had a little.
And for the audience who can't, I'm looking into your eyes in this Zoom call. That was very unsettling. The calmer version you did was much worse.
And like I can't even. Okay, I'm trying to describe how he looked in a way that sounds rational, but he just did not. It's gonna make me sound crazy to describe how he looked because he truly didn't. He looked like he had half blown up because half of his hair was sticking up and to a side, and that same side of body, right? So his whole right side had kind of a suit on. And the rest was just shirt.
Okay.
Does this make sense what I'm saying? It like he almost looked like Two-Face from Batman, except Two-Face is wearing a different colored suit on either side. This dude had like a suit in tatters that was hanging off of his right side. Okay. His left side was just the shirt.
Gotcha.
So his left side was way more messed up than his right side.
Okay.
But his right side from the neck up looked like the side that the bomb went off on. Because it's like his hair was over here, like Einstein-ish on the right side. And the left side of hair was like pretty normal. And then the right side had like a suit and the left side just had shirt.
Remember how when we were kids they had action figures that was like Battle Ravage Spider-Man?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That was like had holes in the outfit. So this Battle Ravage crackhead.
Yes, it is, because it looked like the best way I can describe it truly is that it looked like he had freshly been hit by a car.
Oh God.
like he was clearly not okay. And so he starts like inching towards me. He's like, "Hey, buddy. Hey, are you lost? How you doing?"
Did he say, "Are you lost"?
He said, "Are you lost?" Because he saw me.
Oh, God.
He saw me run to that corner, but then look around.
Oh God.
Because I was just trying to get as far as I could on foot while my phone was still alive, but then it died. You know.
And he's like, "I'll help you get home if you answer these riddles."
and he was like, I've never, except in New York, had someone try to rob me, but in such a clearly they haven't been robbing long.
Right.
And so he was like, he basically was like, "I'll give you directions home if you just like tell me where you live and a little bit of money." Like he worded it as poorly as you can word it for someone trying to rob me. Like his offer was terrible. He was like, "Just tell me where you live and give me some money and I'll get you home." It was like that. It was like that. It was horrible. And so then I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good." And he's like, "You're not good."
Oh God.
Yeah. Dude, this is really scary. He was like, "You're not good." And I was like, "No, man, I'm all right. Like, I'm gonna get home and everything." And like, I think I even tried to make up some lie about meeting some people or something. And it was like, truly, this is like really scary because
I'm meeting up with my very strong girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet up with
Leave me alone, sir.
With my real strong girlfriend and her whole rugby team. So you better watch out. Like it was, dude. I was like saying all types of stuff. I don't even know what. I'm probably sound just as crazy as him because I was trying to say stuff to scare him off because he keeps getting closer to me. I forgot to mention that he keeps getting closer with everything he says.
Oh God! And are you still just on this corner, or are you?
I'm waiting for the light to change.
Oh, okay.
This is all happening like actually pretty quickly.
Right.
And so he's getting closer and he's like, "You're not good. You need help. Let me help you." And I was like, "Nah, man, I'm all right and everything. Like I'm gonna meet some people and stuff, and like I'm not even trying to get home." I like specifically in case he followed me, I was like, "I'm not even trying to get home," right? Because I didn't know how much energy this dude had, or if he was gonna try to fight me and I'd run and he'd chase me or whatever. And then this dude was like,
right.
This is where I knew we were gonna have to swing, because like. This dude literally said to me, I'm like, I'm trying to do it without laughing so you can actually see how scary it was. Okay. But it's so scary, it is actually pretty funny. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm not even trying to get home. I'm just trying to meet up with my friends." And then he said, like, he must have been a crackhead psychic, because then he was like, "No one's coming."
Oh God!
And to say that to me on the street at night, and technically we're in public.
Yeah.
Very technically we're in public.
Yes.
And so to tell me no one's coming, like we're in my own basement.
Yeah.
Is so crazy. And so he got closer to me, and like now I'm backing up because I still have a whole, like I technically could have crossed the street the other direction and then tried to walk and everything. But I was just trying to deal with it as best as I knew how, and it was all happening kind of fast, like while the light was changing. And so then he gets a little bit closer to me, and I was like, hey, bro, back up. Like, why do you keep coming towards me and everything? And he was like, I'm trying to help you. I was like, well, I don't need your help. And then he got a little closer, and I was like, dude, back off. And then he pushed me. And like,
oh shit,
he didn't push me into traffic, but I definitely could have fell in traffic. Like, luckily there was no traffic, because it's like we're at the street corner, you know. So by pushing me, you're pushing me in the street, you know.
Yeah.
And then he got a little closer, and I just pushed him back and like just started yelling. Like it just all came out. I was like, oh, fuck off, get out of my face, like all this stuff like that. And he finally like backed up a little bit, and I just crossed the street, and I tried to not look back, because then that's like looking back is a sign of like, I really hope you don't follow me.
Right. Yeah.
And so then I waited till like I waited for a street and a half to look back, but I can't see that far. So then I was like, I don't think he behind me, but I can't tell.
If only I had glasses.
So when I looked back at that street corner, I couldn't really see him. And so I was like, all right, maybe he like turned the corner and walked his own way or something. But I was like, I was terrified. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but that's also, you know, that area, because that guy handling it that way, the guy just trying to give you water. Everyone I've encountered that has a weird thing, like in that area, no one was smooth about it.
Yeah. Never.
You know what I mean? Never smooth. It was always a convoluted way to try to rob you or proposition you or something, where a lot of times you're like, wait, what? No, okay, no, bye.
Yeah. Like everybody on that corner is
no one
bad
just pulled
at
a gun in that area. No one just had a weapon.
Well, no one also like even for solicitation.
I was just gonna say, I remember a story where I was walking in that area, and this lady was on the street, and she looked like the best way I can describe her is she looks like a small town Midwestern mom. Like she's just wearing like kind of, you know, sensible pants and like a you know, a blouse, you know, like, and she's got like a big, you know, handbag. And I walk by and she's like, says something to me, and I was like, oh, I leaned in. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And she goes, you looking for a date? And I was like, oh no, I wasn't. I thought you were just a lady that was like lost. And I was like, no, sorry.
Even the solicitation would be like hilariously bad, to the point where you're literally like, are you? Would you like to buy a bag of sex?
Yeah,
like
no,
that's
they
the
were
level
that bad in that area.
That's the level that you, because when people were trying to solicit you, you wouldn't even know what they were saying at all.
Yeah,
not just in volume like in yours, in like the actual description of like there was a guy that approached me one time, and he like some people blink a lot, it's whatever, but it just felt like he was so cagey about it. Like, you know how when you ask someone out and they say no, and you're like, I didn't want to go out with you anyway, right?
Yeah.
That's the vibe that he had. So that he approaches me, and then he was like, hey, you want to get out of here or something? You want to like hang out for a little bit? I was like, oh, no, I'm good. And he turned on me. He was like, well, you go to hell, all right? I should pay you to blow me, okay? I was like, wow, all right.
Yeah, my buddy Caleb was a target for a lot of interactions like that, like because he lived right next to Pressure, like he lived in that area, and it's like 3 doors down. We'd go from one to the other, and in that you'd have some drunk guy who's just like, oh hey, but like, are you like, where are you going? And he's like, home. He's like, cool, like, but what if you didn't? And it's like, cool, but I am though.
What if you didn't? What if I killed you?
It's like, yeah, but like, are you guys like gonna go like party somewhere? It's like, no, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Let's hang out here. No.
that also happened to me in New York. There was a guy who was like clearly off on the train, and he just walks up and starts talking to me because I give off that vibe. And so we're not even chatting so much. At first I think I'm having a new conversation with a stranger. And then I realize he's too dialed in, and he's like telling me all this stuff about like some drama that happened at what I can only assume is like halfway house from the way he described it. And then he gets on the train next to me, which I'm like, oh no, like this is rough. And he's like, so where are you going? I was like, oh, I'm going to do a comedy show and blah blah blah. And he was like, well, I would love to come to that comedy show with you. I was like, oh no, but it was a free show, so it was like there's no stopping him. There wasn't even a cover at the door that could have blocked him. And then 3 stops later, the cops got on the train, and they were like, walked up to him and they were like, get off the train. And for a split second, I thought they might have been talking to both of us. So I'm already like, And then he said something. He was like, what'd I do? And the cop pulled out some pepper spray and just held it to his side and was like, get off the train. And so then he goes with them. And apparently, I don't know, I guess they had been looking for him, or I don't know what it was, because he was acting erratic when he walked up to me on the platform.
Right.
So,
okay. So maybe they just called ahead. Or it'd be great if they like held up a note. They're like, we found your calling card.
Yeah.
And he's like, you followed the clues. I remember in that area too in Chicago. I can't remember if I've told this story on the podcast before, but this one, I still don't know what this guy wanted, what the goal was, or what his plan was. Because it was me and a couple friends. We were leaving a Mexican place. We were leaving with some tacos and stuff. And this guy just appeared out of nowhere. And this is during the day, too. This isn't even at night. He just somehow appeared, and he walks up. And this is his exact voice. This is going to sound like I'm doing a cartoonish voice, but he sounded like a Muppet. Because he just walks out and he goes, oh, hey, do you guys have cigarettes? And we said no. And he goes, oh, want one of mine? Just looking down at your phone. Cool. It's fun to tell stories when you're just...
No, I'm sorry.
Nope, it's okay.
It just seemed,
that one out. It's
it
fine.
just seemed like Mario.
That's what I'm saying. He sounded like a cartoon.
And that's what I was trying to pull up in time. And then you called me out. Because I was... I didn't have the timing. But I was like, oh, he sounds like Mario.
And this great sight gag is Josh holding up a picture of Mario Lopez. And he held it up to the Zoom camera, so that's not even going to be in the video.
Well, you said you were going to cut it, so I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. You see why I shouldn't do puns?
Punt? You shouldn't Google while I'm talking to you.
No, fair enough, but I really thought I had something that was going to get you.
You thought that was going to really bring down the house?
With you, I was like, oh, this is silly. Maybe he'll like it. Couldn't have been more wrong.
Well, should we open up the mailbag for the
Let's do it.
first time in 2023?
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Let me see. I know we got some from some people who were at shows recently.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so here is one. This is from Ginger, and it is titled "In Defense of the Coffee Creamer Scandal."
Okay, scandal. I like scandal.
I like that it's a scandal.
Yeah.
But hi, J-Lo. I want to start off by saying I'm a huge fan of y'all. I had enjoyed Josh's comedy on YouTube years ago, but rediscovered him during the pandemic. And once I did, I dove into a joyful rabbit hole of laughs that was so needed at that time. My best friend and I even went to his Zoom show where Logan opened. And it is definitely something we still talk about. That had been right before we started this show.
Yeah.
And it's definitely something we still talk about, especially after she moved to New York, where she interned on the Stephen Colbert Show and got to see Josh perform.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Your podcast has brought me much joy and loud laughs over the years on the bus to work, at work, and at night, where I only listen to old episodes as I can't sleep if I'm actively listening. Oh, I can't sleep if I'm actively listening to news stories. The best part is sometimes lines from your show will incorporate themselves into my dreams. So I'll just have a character saying something like, disagreeing with strangers on the internet, what's more American than that? I like that. I like characters in the dream.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry
That's
about your brain,
fire.
King. Just, yeah. Sorry this email is so long. I recently got to take my fiance to Josh's Tacoma show, which you both were amazing in, and we were sad we couldn't snatch up those 2 front row seats. Oh, I think they were at that show.
Yep.
There was one.
Yep.
There was a show where Josh went out and was very pointed about the 2 empty seats up front. And these upper paragraphs are basically what I would have said if I wanted to hold up the meet and greet line. But to the point of the email, I recently had a time at work where 2 coworkers were talking about if a sticky box of French vanilla coffee creamers were still good. I was also curious, so I popped one open and shot it back. It was delicious, sweet, and milky, and I could absolutely see myself nursing a glass of this on the couch with a friend. Put it in my coffee this morning. Not as good. So, Logan, I'm sorry, but Josh is totally right. If I didn't know it was coffee creamer and thought it was just a sweet milk, I would have made the same mistake. He should be acquitted of all charges of cartoonish behavior for the scenario, at least. Anyway, thank you both for the laughs. I rate this podcast 100 out of 50 Squiggle Bops. Squiggle Bops is a new one.
Boom.
Ginger,
Vindicated.
thank you for emailing in. You're very wrong.
Vindicated.
No, a lot. I mean, there are a lot of wrong and sick people out there in the world. And you're not vindicated, especially too. She's like, I would take it as a sweet milk. That's not a thing.
Vindicated. Hey, thank you all.
Hey,
Thank you, Logan,
hey.
for being the best co-host in the world. And thank you all for listening to the Josh Johnson Show.
Wow, I really thought there was gonna be a turn there. I prepared for.
Yeah, you really braced yourself, like I hit you or something.
You've never done that before.
Thank you so much for listening. Rather than asking you anything at all, I'm not even going to plug socials or anything. I just want to say thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed this episode, just tell one friend. That's all I need. Just one friend. Tell them about crack, tell them about meth, and tell them about this show. Okay. It'll be good preamble for the show. Not saying tell them, like, spread the word, like, do it. I'm just saying, like, hey, do you think crack stories are funny? Well, this episode.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Do I have a show for you?
Yeah.
I do want to plug because as of this release, it'll be this weekend, this coming Sunday. It's our first virtual show of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to come hang out with us while we do these, and especially if you've never been to them, they always... they're a fun time. We interact a lot with everyone who's there. We've kind of built a little community around it. So I'm just excited to get those going again. Because it's been over a month now since we've done one. So we had to do it kind of early in December. So I do want to plug that because it's a very fun time, and I'd love more people to come join us and grow that goofy community.
Yeah.
So there'll be a link in the bottom, in the bio and stuff. January 29th is when that's happening.
Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great rest of the day into the weekend.
Bye-bye.
Crack.
Don't meth with me.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you.
Did everybody get their
Spotify Wrapped. Yeah, okay. I think Apple Music does it too now. This is my thing. I feel like those raps are the closest things apps have to doing an intervention. Because the app will come to you at the end of the year and be like, hey, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. There's no judgment here. I'm just saying I looked at the data. It's not even my opinion. This is just hardline facts. I looked at the data, and you've been listening to a lot of Imagine Dragons. Is everything okay? Are you all right? I'm just checking. No. You were in the top 0.05% of Drake listeners. Is there therapy that we can schedule? No. You've listened to the song Stand by Eminem 672,000 times. I don't even know how you pulled that off, because that's more minutes than there are in the year. Playing the song that many times, but you did it. I will tell you though, we did have to alert Eminem and let him know that somebody want to stab him, I guess. I don't know. Y'all got y'all got George Santos today. Sure. It's funny to me because George Santos' whole defense of himself was that y'all picking on me, but you got other members of Congress that are out here sleeping with lobbyists, stealing your tax dollars and everything, but you gonna put it all on me. And I get what he's in that moment. I do get what he's saying. There are plenty of people doing very crooked things in Congress that are not gonna have the comeuppance that he just had. That is a fact, right? To be fair, though, George Santos is the type of person that you do the heist with, and y'all pull it off, and the next day he show up in a fur coat. And you're like, nigga, you could have laid low. What is wrong with you? He's like, what? It's fabulous. Sure, it does. Because I'm not gonna lie, George Santos is a snazzy dresser. I can't hold him. He really is. Every time I saw him, he looked like he was in a different cut or something that I'd never seen before, you know, dressing from the future. This is my thing though, like, he spent all this money, campaign money, on stuff like Botox. But you know what? Good for him. He wanted to look good for you. You know who doesn't spend money on Botox? We be letting Mitch McConnell sag in front of us all the time. Nobody says anything. This man's sagging non-stop. He's swinging, he's sagging so much. If you get Mitch to turn around fast, you might catch something in the chin. You gotta do a rope-a-dope. Anytime Mitch turn around fast, you're like, oh. But George was like, no, I'm not gonna steal from you and be looking raggedy. That's not the type of person that I am. You're gonna get one or the other, all right? I can either show up looking dusty, you can keep all your little money, or you can get to see this. Spent money on OnlyFans. I say, fair enough. The little bit of OnlyFans money he spent, okay, it's improper.
he should be taken to task for it, right? But you know what's way more expensive? Using tax dollars to fund a whole mistress. You know what I mean? You gotta get her an apartment. You gotta fly her where you're gonna be. You gotta pay for her real boyfriend to go to school. Like, it's a lot of expenses. Spent money on Hermes. I didn't even know what Hermes was. Luxury bags. Are they men's?
Hermes. It's pronounced Hermes.
Oh, this is what happens with poor people try to pronounce. This is what happens when one of the poors puts luxury in his mouth. Yeah. Spent money on Hermes and Versace. Yeah. Wow, no. My bad. Thank you for correcting me. Imagine if I had gone around the country saying Hermes over and over again. I guess I still don't know what a Hermes bag is. Fair enough.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. I was the one that doesn't know how to misspell them with my mouth. That last laugh felt like you were laughing at me being poor. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care for that one. That was it. You know, like you'll be a little self-deprecating and then somebody will be like, ha! It's like, wow, okay. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. I can't drive. Thank you. Yeah, you need them? Yeah. I can't drive. I don't have a driver's license. I grew up in Louisiana, and that's where I failed the test. And so I would just have to, walk or run everywhere, which in Louisiana is both dangerous and exhausting. But I remember I took driver's ed, and came time to do my driving test. It was bad. I don't know what it was. I panicked because I was in one of those driving test cars, So it had the brakes on his side, the brakes on my side, but just the wheel on my side, right? And I drove decently at the start. I'm good at rights. If I gotta take a right, I'm a fuck up a right, all right? Like I can cut a wheel on a right. I do rights like Formula One. It's the lefts that get me. Because there's just so many places you can go when you're trying to go left, Take a wide turn, you can make a sharp left, Lefts make me nervous. And so it was a left that did me in. I was doing the test. I'd done okay. We had just started. And then I drove on 3 lawns. I had to take a left. And so then I took the left, and I guess I was not cutting the wheel tight enough. And so then before I knew it, I was on the lawn, right? Now, the first lawn was because I wanted to make sure I was avoiding the car that was oncoming, right? Like, let me go ahead and get out the way. The second lawn was because I wasn't sure if I had the room to merge back into the road. By the time I was on the third lawn, I did forget I was on lawns. I was just kind of like, well, he knows I'm doing my best. And it wasn't until he said, get off the lawn, son, that I was like, you're right. Let me go ahead and merge back into the regular street. And then I did pretty well. I did pretty well after that for a little while. But then, once again, it was time to take a left. And the light, to me, the light was green, and then it was yellow, and then it was red, and it was the fastest yellow I've ever seen in my life. It was like the green was here, and we were good. And then as I started to turn, the yellow was like it just became a red. And so then I didn't want to run the light, so I did stop in the middle of the intersection. Because in my mind, I was like, there won't be an accident if I just stop and let people go around, right? So I'm just waving people around. And so then everybody going around me, and he finally turned to me after a couple cars passed, and he was like, "What are you trying to do?" And I was like, I thought I'd let them go because I didn't want you to like nix me for points for running the light. And then he was like, "You ran the light immediately. You were running the light when you got here." And I was like, "That was a fast yellow though." And he's like, It wasn't at all. That was a regular yellow. You just panicked. I watched you. You panicked and you hit the gas, then you hit the brake, and now we're here. And so I had to take a couple more lefts, so I knew I wasn't going to pass. It was getting bad, right? And so then he made me stop. He made me stop, which I didn't even think they could do. I didn't know that you could be at the driver test. They're like, "You know what? Nah." Like, I thought they had to let you finish for you to fail. He was like, "Nah, you points-wise, there's no way you could make a comeback right now, so let's just stop. I'm gonna drive you back." So he wanted me to stop the car and for us to switch, but he offered me something very sweet. This was very nice. He said to me, he was like, "Look, I know you thought you were gonna get your license today. I also know that your mom brought you. So I tell you what, I'm gonna drive us back, and about a block away, we can switch back, and I'll let you drive up, and you can tell her it didn't work out this time, but you'll be back, right?" And I was like, "That's very nice." And then he immediately regretted his offer because then he was saying that to me when we were at like just a road, right? But not like, this wasn't like the intersections road. This was just like a side road we were on that nobody else was on when he told me to stop. And so then I was like, "Okay, sounds good." So then I just got out the car, but I didn't put it in park. I was just letting it go. Now I'm young, I'm spry, so I'm able to just pop out the car, right? So then I didn't even notice it was at a slow roll at the moment. And so I pop out and I'm walking around the car when I notice I got to keep up with the car. I'm like, "Oh no, I didn't put it in park." Now he has his door open, right? But he is in his mid-50s. And so he having trouble getting out. So I know what I should have done. I should have run back in, jumped in, stopped the car, put it in park and everything. But in my mind, I did my job. I'm on this side right now. This is my side now. It's his job to get out. Now he is trying to stop the car, but he got one foot out and he doing like a Flintstone, like trying to stop because it's barely rolling. It's not like driving. It's just like a slow roll. So then he's like, "Come on now, come on now, come on." He's saying "come on now" to himself as he's stomping. And I don't know why he keeps stomping. Just keep your foot there. That's how Fred did it, you know? Just like, he put it, and then he let it drag. But this man is just like, "Come on now. Come on. Come on." So I didn't get my license. I still take the train everywhere.